Right then. Foreman Yorkie here of the Doctors and General Shirkers Union, Yorkshire Division, at least I was. Word is, we're in a bloody Endzone. We're after a post-apocalyptic period and trying to recover. Well, you know what you need if you want to recover from an apocalypse, don't you? Unionized! Right then, brothers and sisters, pick up tools, we got jobs to do. Let's go. We're gonna go tutorial first. See how it goes. That too. Let's see.
We finally left the end zone. Just look at this beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
It's marvelous.
Look at it.
A bit different from what we had pictured.
Not a bloody factory inside. Where we're going to work?
Basic resources and are storing them in our bus.
Bus ain't a bloody factory. All right, let's build ourselves at home.
I'm glad we prepared ourselves well for this kind of scenario, especially since our inventories in the end zone ran low. Don't forget that if you need additional information, you can look at our survival guide at any time.
Right, get me Tommy from construction. Tommy, we need homes building. Oh, we got to go to the survival guide first, do we? Let's do that. Using tasks. All right, with the help of task freely available settlers. All right, that's fine. Whatever.
Well done. Everything you need to know should be right here.
Yeah.
I think the time has come for us to at last build ourselves a new home here.
All right, that's fine. Like I said, Tommy,
before we
get the lads and lasses on it.
Buildings at all, we have to assign the profession builder to several settlers so that they can take care of construction contracts.
All right, so how many we need?
It's your responsibility to decide which tasks are important.
Okay. 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
There we go.
Your builders will be ready as soon as construction contracts have been issued. It's time to start focusing on our key and most basic need: water.
Look, we needed houses. All right, Tommy, get them on it.
The first thing we ought to do is to establish a working water supply. So we'll move on to our first construction contract. Place and build a jetty by a lake in the vicinity of your town center.
How do we spin that round, Tommy? Tell us. Where is it? Alright, it's not that. Oh, R is rotate, is it? Alright, there we go. There we go. And put it away from woods. There you go, Tom. Get them on that, will you? There they go. Let's got speed control somewhere. Right down here, but can we use them? Yeah, we can. Get builders on it, Tom. There we go. One jetty built.
The jetty was completed as planned. Now we have a place where we can collect water. There are other possibilities to gather water too, but the jetty is the simplest and most cost-effective method.
Well, we got one, don't we, Arthur?
We can obtain and store water from different sources, like a jetty, rain collector, or well in the cistern. The cistern should always be in close proximity to a water
All right,
source,
Tom, let's
so
get that built.
Water carriers don't have to walk too far.
There we go. Stick it on there, Tom. Get workers back on job. Alright, also get me Janice down in human resources. Get some carriers on job, will you, Janice? There you go. Aye. Wonderful. Lovely jubbly. There we are. Now get that lot picked up, Janice. Get the lads and lasses down there. We need some water.
Great.
Now, good.
We have now installed a working water supply, and water is now transported from the jetty to our cistern.
Yep.
Consider hiring more water carriers if you don't have enough.
Understood.
Now we should focus on food production. It's important to ensure the supply right from the start. A gatherer's cabin, a hunting lodge, or a fishing hut can directly remedy the situation. I suggest starting with a fishing hut, since we're already located near a lake.
All right, Tommy, get a fisher down there, will you, love? There we are. Job's a good one. Right, we'll be soon, eh? There we are. Get them on that, Tommy. And do we need to... Okay. Built one, and we need 2 fishers. Janice down in Human Resources. She'll get them on that and all. Off we go. It's fishing up.
Good work. We've now taken care of our basic supply via food and water.
Lovely jubbly.
Make sure that you have enough food and water on hand at all times, especially if you want to upgrade your settlement. A population that grows too fast can quickly unbalance your food and water supply, bringing major difficulties for you.
Right, yeah.
Crops are another excellent way of getting food because they constantly grow as long as the soil is moist enough. Each seed has different yields and growing times. This means that it could take some time until your field is ready to be harvested, in contrast to your fishing hut, where production can be right away.
Alright, so I reckon that means we're gonna... Soil moisture. Oh, moisture's good over here. Right, that's fine. Right, so we need a cultivated field. Tommy, where are we? Food, cultivated field. It'll do right here. Alright, so that's that. I guess that's all we need on there. And we don't need you, Tommy. We don't need to build that. We're just marking it out. Alright, Janice, give us a farmer, will you, love? Aye, that's right, farmer. Alright, farmer. All the way, where we go? And seeds chosen. Choose seed. And I guess we'll go cabbage, since that seems to be highlighted anyway. Oh, it's already up. Alright. Hang on. Oh, there we are.
Remember that we need the widest variety of food sources to stay healthy. You should also plan ahead for drought periods that might come when it's not going to rain. Stock up on food and adapt your production to avoid bottlenecks. I'll show you a few more strategies later on.
Sure. Sounds good.
At the beginning, we don't have much scrap, wood, or other resources. We could build a production building, but to obtain resources as fast as possible, it's best that we start gathering right away. Assign a Gather All Resources task. All the settlers who haven't been assigned any profession by you are going to accept these kinds of tasks. In addition, settlers distribute resources within your settlement.
Alright, Rank, I got you in charge of salvage. Let's get some folks on it, shall we? Gather wood task. Where is it? Oh, alright, it's here, it's under tasks. So gather wood over here. Bunch of trees there, that'll be good. Gather scrap, that looks like a nice scrap area, doesn't it? Free settler. Available 2 out of 3. We only got 2 out of 3, we need 3. I guess we need someone. Maybe we've got to drop a fisher. Or a builder. We can drop a builder, can't we? Right, let's do that. Janice, need to create one at builders. We got other jobs to do here. Right, there we go. 2. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Job's a good one. And producing scrap and wood. Oh. There they are. We've got 12 people and 3 kids. Neve is about to grow up. Raquel and Renaud's a bit older than Raquel, but not much. Alright, so that's where we are. Let's see how we're doing here, shall we? We got 10 of them and 3 of them. Get it working, lads and lasses. We got work to do here. Come on, don't laze around. Normally I'd be telling it to get to kick management in a touch, but right now we're all about on a survival job here. So, right, there we are. That done.
Since we now own plenty of resources, we can start to build a real production building. Then you don't have to always make efforts by hand that collecting is taking place. Production buildings are not only easier to manage, they are also distinctly more effective than simple tasks. Don't place production buildings too far away from your settlement. You'll be able to change their working area at any time later on.
Hey, Tommy!
The best thing for us to do now is to build a forester's lodge to automate...
Alright, Tommy, get Forester's Lodge built, will you? Send them down there. Where are we? Resources, probably. Alright, Forester's Lodge. Let's stick that down there. Right next to the forest and close to where we are. Right, get it built, will you? We need to assign a forester. Where are we? There we are. I've got to take a quick break, now I'll be right back. Right, so we're back, lads and lasses. Let's do a little more of this. Where are we? Now we're Forester's Lodge. We got that built. Almost built. There we go.
Good job. You might want to change this building's working.
Yeah, that's fine.
Very good. Now we ought to take care of...
Scrap. Yep, you got it. Scrap's over here, isn't it? Oh, a scrap yard. There we go. Stick that job over there. And then we need... Where are we? Oh, that's this, isn't it? Scrap collector. And that's catching all of that stuff, so that's fine. Now it's over here for it to catch, but it's getting all of that, so that's good.
Great. You can change the working area for the scrap.
Yep. We can recycle scrap into 4 additional resources: cloth, metal, plastic, and electronics. Do that, surely, but for now we ought to take care of your settlers' needs first.
Our people want a place to sleep and live. Cabins fulfill their need for safety and privacy, and increase the confidence of their inhabitants. In other words, building cabins increases their willingness to start families and reproduce, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they want to get busy. That makes sense. Alright, well, Tommy, he's down in construction. Need you to go have a word with Wendy in employee services. See what they need on job, will you? And then let's get this built. As in, we need 8 cabins. Let's just stick them up here, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right, get in there. 8. Alright, get that working, Tommy. Make sure your specs are up to what Wendy wants, will you? Aye, these are our people. We need to look after them. I think most of the useless bloody managers died out, especially middle managers. They can't do naught for out. Let's see what we can do. 6 on them built so far. You're doing well, Tommy. Tell lads and lasses deserve a bonus. They ain't getting one. We ain't got one here to give, but they deserve one. There we go.
Besides cabins, you can also provide sturdy houses and shelters as housing. Sturdy houses withstand sandstorms better and have an increased storage capacity to boot. Children living in houses gradually fill up the house's stockpiles. Settlers do not reproduce in a shelter because they lack privacy.
I don't know, I can think 1 or 2 might enjoy that. Return to our excursion into housing and refocus from our excursion. Refocus on scrap. With the help of a recycle or refinery, scrap can be sorted into 4 different resources. Recycle always takes scrap apart 1 resource at a time. Refinery automatically produces all 4 resources. Build a recycler and produce cloth. Alright, Tommy. Get recycler done. Nah. Have a word with Frank because he's down in Salvage. He's probably got some idea of how to do this, so make sure you work with him to get plans going, shall we? Resources. There we are, recycler. Stick it over here. We've got 15 adults now. Need some more tools, mind you. We need a refiner and we need to be producing cloth. Workforce. Produce cloth. There we go. Get him on job. Oncoming drought. That ain't good. Let's get...
You can instruct your recycler to produce a different resource at a time. It's important that you focus on the resources you really need, at least in the beginning. Cloth and metal look like good options if you want to equip us with protective clothing and tools. Happy settlers are industrious settlers. That's why we ought to look after our people and protect them against the surroundings and dangers, like radiation. So let's start by transforming our newly recovered cloth into protective clothing. A tailor will be able to help us with that.
Alright, Andy. Go have a word with Tommy. You're down in production management. Let's see what we can do here, shall we? Maybe stick that round back there. Or maybe stick it out front here, along with this. Make a nice little row there. Alright, let's get this on job. What's this? Terrestrial radiation. Looks like we're okay at the moment. At least so far as we can tell. We need 1 tailor. Do we not have that? There we go. Next scarf, produce 1. Tailor, next scarf. There we go.
We categorize environmental radiation into 4 levels. No radiation, low level, medium level, and high level radiation.
Well, yeah, that sounds kind of basic.
The radiation changes constantly and is influenced by weather and contaminated rain. Protective clothing helps to protect us against this kind of radiation, but it takes a while before it's produced. And production relies on a steady flow of incoming resources. Try to establish production chains at an early stage and start to stockpile goods so that some are always on hand.
Right.
The tools we brought along from the Endzone
they're almost
slowly
gone.
but surely running out. So now, let's focus on manufacturing new tools. The tools will help us to work effectively. We'll need metal for that, so we'll prepare for production by building another recycler, which we'll commission to recover metal from scrap. After that, we'll need a workshop to enable the manufacturing of brand new tools.
Alright, Tommy, there's got instructions for recycling now, so let's get that built, shall we? Let's stick this down industry way there. And a workshop. Right, same bend, I reckon. We need refiner too. Where are we? Way up. Don't have a lot of people, do I? Need to drop that back down to 3, don't I? Alright. Refiner 2, technician 1. Right, let's get these built, Tom. Wouldn't take us that long. Right, we need that to do metal. And we need you doing tools when you can get there. Got that producing. Got 7 kids on the way up, but they're going to take a little while, I reckon. Let's see. Oh, is he filled?
With our lovely new tools, we are now prepared to work effectively. Should you ever run out of metal, keep in mind that you can also instruct your workshop to manufacture tools from
look, they're going
instead of metal. Though they won't be quite as effective, it's still better than being forced to work with bare hands.
And 13 tools going up nice.
Down in the Endzone, we had sufficient time and resources to educate ourselves properly. But our children don't have this luxury. We ought to build a school and pass on what we've learned. As a result, they will be able to survive and work better and more effectively.
Alright, so that's what we're going to get to next time. So, right now, we're going to break. Down tools, lads and lasses, it's time for a break. You've earned it. You've done a good job starting us up here. Right then, I've been Foreman Yorkie at Dawson General Shirkers Union. I would say Yorkshire Division, but that will longer exist. We're in Endzone here. These have been fantastic. This has been Endzone, and Chihuahua's been annoying at times. Alright, I'll see you on.